So the evil eye is basically just a ghost or a demon or whatever that we're meant to beat so that we can go circle back. So now we'll circle back this way. And the pianist is now playing on the piano. I do believe you can go different directions here. Why, hello there, creepy mouth things. Key items. Cleaning rag right there. And yet I cannot give it to you. Far back, the bouncer. This is probably the bouncer. What am I giving the bouncer? Bouncer's t-shirt. Where is your t-shirt, sir? There we go. Okay, yeah. Go back to the bar. That's not where I want to go. I want to go this way. So this is the room I farmed for the Haunty card. Since we've been here already, we have the ladder here. And the stupid fridge. Not where I'm intended to be. You know what? Take me back to the front of the room. Yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. Nope, we don't want to go this way. Go downstairs. Talk to this person. Talk to this person. Well, there's a lot of ghosts that apparently Mixie was not talking about. Probably will be found in one of the cabins. Well, we've been to the cabins. Is it this person? Yeah, it's this person. There you go. There's your cleaning rag. Now you can remember what you did in life, so you can regret having ever done it. We got the key! We got a talent orb. Let's do more damage. By 1%. 471 damage is actually not shabby. You do not belong here! Darkness and a weird moon. Does anybody else walk upstairs like this? No? Okay, if I found stairs this long, I would be actually impressed that they exist. Where even are we? How did we get here? This can't be real, because it isn't. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Wow. Blame the kid, huh? Expectations. It's not real. It's not real. Don't you understand? It's not real. What the? It's all backwards. That was cute. Expectations and deceit. All the adventures you won't have. Must destroy this world. Why is she dripping? Ew, gross. No, too many slimes. Why would you do this? Ghosts and things. Oh boy. It's me. I killed myself. Obsession. The bishop is here. My bishop. My mind is strong. I will not be tricked by this illusion. Can I skip it? No. Oh, I can move forward by swiping the sword. Let me out. Let me out of it. I will swing until I escape. I think my dad's a little obsessed. Is this bag talking to me? Ah, there we go. It was bag talking to me. Okay, let's get going. You didn't hear anything out of my mouth. That's a lot of emotes above his head. Oh, okay. Now what? Oh boy. Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh. Oh, the blonde boy took it. Kid's about as stoic as they come. Well, do I have bad news? He touched it. Bad news, Luke. Most definitely evil. He's lost it. Yeah, so, Luke has always been Strong but dumb. And now... So generally, if he does certain moves, he will always... Well... He'll get his axe stuck or he'll laugh. I'm out of energy. How dare I be out of energy? Stop laughing. Luke, buddy. Oh. He's not going to be done this time. There we go. Parried it. I parried it. Okay, phase 2. Fire is the end of me. Okay. Whew. This is rough. Luke, go down, buddy. That bracelet has its teeth in you. I hate overpowered stuff. I don't even know half those words he says. Oh my gosh. Luke, wait. No. Buddy. Luke. Was a sweet battle. But at what cost? Yeah, you get her bag. Put it in the bag. Isn't that the point? There's no emotes, but I would bow to you. somber moment for our friend Luke, who is no more. We must now continue on our quest. Yeah, what would have you done? Oh. Well, at least you admit it. Okay, we got a lot of experience there. That's filled up another like 20% of my bar. What do we got? Well, let's visit this guy yet again. I love that music. It's just too jazzy. Okay. Let us continue with whatever we're doing here. We've got maxed out these. Guess I was maxing out this. And that one was proven to be good. Energy on a block. I think that was giving double on perfect block. It's not the one we want. Oh, we already have this. You don't use basic attacks for 2 seconds. The next one does 60% damage. Combo starter. Crit after a basic attack. Well, I don't swing fast enough for probably any of that to be useful. I'm going to go for this one. We don't have a whole lot of defense. But might be useful. Let's go talk to our dad. Oh, where is he? There we go. What is going on? He's trying to bring her back from the dead. That's not good. That never ends well. Yeah, let's destroy them. That sounds like a good idea. That's a lot of foot stamping. Jeez. Sentient weapon. Oh, no, wait. Why would you have it? That's 1,000 years ago, we imprisoned a man destined to become God. He will obtain the last card and ascend. You can't bring the devil back to resurrect your loved ones. That usually is not how that works. Well, this is bad. Bye, Dad. Well, it's kind of already in process, so here we go. You know, I feel like the map isn't quite big enough for that tower. I wouldn't hesitate, especially if there's loot. Any RPG, you'll kill your own parents for loot. Or maybe power in some fashion. Well, there we go. My dad's crazy. What we got equipped here? Yeah, same thing as last time. Okay. So we just gotta go left. So if it wasn't obvious, we're at the end of the game. I have not collected every little piece and bit for this game. So where are we at here? I don't think there's any more cards available to us. This is where we're at. So I don't have every card here. And some of them might be better than others to collect. It's like the monkey card gives you banana drops or some, or not banana drops, consumable drops. And blue slime card I think does something with ice damage. And this one might let you walk on ice. I don't remember. One of these gives you gold drops. I think that gives you a benefit to your shield or movement speed while attacking with a special. That one might just be magic attack, and that probably is actually really good. And that's a shield effect, I'm pretty sure. So, red slime. I don't remember what red slime is. It's probably pretty simple since it's really early on. And that one might be like defense or attack or something as well. So some of those might be worth farming if we hit a struggle here. But you can see that I do not have all the quests. Let me see if I can show my cursor here. No, I can't. On the left side of the map, there are icons for like how many fish I've caught and the quests I've done and the cards I've collected. Anyway, I did try the tower. The tower kicked my butt. So I read up on some of the game itself. And there are 3 major quests for the true ending. So, naturally, this is a playthrough, so there are spoilers. So, this is the quest for one of the 3 key items, the Spectral Party. We started the Spectral Party by gathering the 3 people earlier in this episode. Now we are going to go around and collect others for the Spectral Party. And every 3 or so people that you gather will give you a new reward. So the first reward is a talent orb. And the next reward is like a skull or something. Maybe it's like a fish bones cosmetic. It's for your house. It's so you can hang it up on the wall. And then one of them is actually a spider aura. So there are different auras and stuff where you can have like flowers or spiders or whatnot. And one of the ones you get for collecting all the cards is actually a card aura. You can have a floating little ghost card just kind of swirling around you at all times. So I'm just showing off how to do each of these ghosts. So the person back behind, she wanted to see your mother's brooch or whatever. This person needs to be guided to his lost love, which reconnects them. And since that's 2 different ghosts, it actually gets you pretty good progress towards that talent point. Then we're going to skip ahead. And this ghost is all about cleaning up the floor, just mopping up the floor. Just kick it around a little bit. And keep walking through it, though. But if you kick it around a little bit, it'll mop up the floor. And then it'll go through the door when it's done, which will lead it to more puddles. So you do have to do this for quite a few rooms. But it's not hard or anything. So in the cut between collecting these ghosts and the last fight with our poor friend Luke, I have been doing a bunch of grinding. So I've gotten a few more cards. I've gotten a bunch more equipment. So I'm currently wearing the Krabby Shield. The Krabby Shield is probably one of the best shields in the game. It gives 15 defense just by wearing it. So it acts a little bit more like a Diablo shield, which gives AC or armor class, so to say, in Diablo. But in this game, it's just damage reduction. Just defense damage reduction. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. And it has a high block value as well, shield health. And that's kind of all it does. So there are other shields that might give you better benefits, like the book shield I was using at one point. It gives energy, max energy. So that's pretty nice shield as well. If you need that extra energy. I think it's just like 5 or 10. 5 is kind of minimal, but 10 is really good. Yeah, so we got a dead fish thing. For this gal, you want to give her a kimono or show her a kimono. And she is reminded of Tai Ming. And we head back and get another thing. That's the spider aura thing. And then this person, fairy, you want to give them something from spring, which happens to be honey. And actually giving these things to them doesn't really consume them. This one might, but most of it is just kind of you show it to them from your inventory and then it reminds them that they were mortal at one point. And then this guy, you have to do a whole challenge. There is a special phase challenge. It is on the more difficult side. And when you complete it, you get 3 different pieces of this thing that he made and separated into pieces. And when you show it to him, then you collect him into the party. So. And then this person needs to see their face, so you need a mirror from the main city hub thing. Where is that mirror? Where am I going? Anyway, while I find that mirror. So I also did another challenge. It's Tanny's challenge. And Tanny created a speed run, a speed phaser. You have to do it in under 20 seconds to get the final prize. And the final prize is the Laser Claymore, which is probably the best normal sword, two-handed sword in the game, two-handed weapon in the game. It gives attack speed, it gives energy, and it gives high damage. And I believe it's the highest damage of any sword. Period? But I'd have to check on that. A wooden leg? We're missing more people. This person you give a tomato. I think an apple, but it's a tomato. Because they're a chef. They're used to cutting vegetables or something. I don't think that's a head. I think that's still a tomato. By body. By a person's body. So the 3 catalysts are the 3 special items you need to get the true ending. And the catalysts are all related to Grindea or Grindea herself, the goddess, and her bishops as well. So this first catalyst is probably the easiest one, where you just have to do all these different kind of find the right thing for the right person. We're going to give Brule's head to this ghost. So when we get the catalysts, you need all 3 of them, or they basically do nothing. But doing this quest, it's all about mortality. It's about remembering who we are, kind of as people, as our history, in the sense of the game. I think it's a nice little touch. It's very human. And then this guy needs a dusty tome from the library. So you get the catalyst of mortality from doing this quest in full. You do need to do the quest in full. Then another one is you actually have to face the bishops themselves. This requires a fertilizer. There are 4 fertilizers in the world, and they lead to there's like a plant that you have to use it on in 4 different locations. The good one, the one you want for the catalyst at least, is in the Pillar Hills, or Pillar Mountains, where you started. And it leads to a Shrine of Grindea. And it's got a big red demonic looking portal to it. So the bishop shows up here and he gives us the catalyst. Just drops it in there. And the bishops kind of represent, I think, a couple different things. They're definitely like worshippers of Grindea, but they also seem to kind of represent like death and the Grim Reaper. I'm not sure the full idea there. Anyway, then we go get Captain Bones, bring him to the party. But yeah, you go up the Pillar Mountains, you put the fertilizer on the plant, it turns into a ladder, and you find the big red evil looking portal. You go through it and you fight the bishop, and we'll be doing that in just a minute or so here. And the bishop fight is relatively difficult. It took me multiple tries, very many multiple tries, like 16, 18, 20, I don't know, I lost count. It was a few. Now I am playing on expert, so understand that the challenge got harder. And I will say that between Luke and the final bosses, the game is significantly harder. Like, I don't find the Luke fight to be all that difficult. You know, 3 or 4 tries, and you got all the patterns down. Okay, so we pick up his head. Pause that thought. We pick up his head. We can now use his head as an accessory, and it will shoot fireballs. Anyway, I'm not using it. So I did actually do the bishops first before I did the party, but we were already kind of in the ship, so I wanted to finish that section and kind of keep it all together. So here I'm using the book shield, which gives me a little extra energy. For this fight, every single bishop counts as part of the health bar. You just want to move in kind of a constant pattern when it comes to certain of their moves. They will run at you. You need to parry them, or at least block them. All those spear guys can be hit. That was a lucky dodge. So when the guy flashes his sword, you know he's about to throw the sword. He's using like the Titan's throw type of mechanic there. If you can get multiple bishops together, like 2 bishops together, and you use a big heavy attack or whatever, that's going to be double damage. So, taking hits I really shouldn't here. You can face up or to the left side or the right side based on which way he's swinging from. So if he's swinging from the left side, you can face the left side to block it. Or you can face up and it will always block the Reaper's attack. And I've never beaten arcade. I've played it a couple times in the past, long before this fight existed, probably. As this game was in early access for like a decade. This is actually the final fight to the arcade mode now. From what I've been told by my friends, they had a very fun and difficult trial with that, but they were able to beat it. I think they were a 3-man group. And in that case, you're going to have probably, I think you get extra bishops chasing you around a little bit in some of these scenes. I know there's usually a little extra projectile here and there from bosses for different things if you're playing in multiplayer. You want to really practice your parries here or have like the best shield in the world because you need to survive those hits. There's a lot of them. I wasn't even trying for it, but I got the 10 parries in a row from this room. Or perfect blocks, I should say. They're parries. We'll call them parries. Now, expert mode makes your not your shield, your barrier bubble a lot weaker or higher cooldown or both. And the heal is think it's half what it normally is here. So it's pretty bad. So you can kind of get a hit in here or there to survive. But once you beat this, you do get the next catalyst. Getting close here. And if you have any area of effect, summons, etc., a lot of these late game bosses are a lot easier. So because I am going very heavily into this two-handed build, where I don't use magic as much as I possibly can, I am using the blink teleport ability here, and a lot of the utility spells, like for defense and such. I'm apparently not using it as much here as I probably should. There it is. Okay. I did learn to use my utility spells a little bit more. I did learn to use my shield way more for these fights. And this will end your run if you're especially playing on like harder expert. If you cannot turn towards them and parry or block immediately, you will probably just get decimated in that phase. But this boss doesn't really have like a rage phase. It doesn't really have a 25% or 50% threshold for a trigger or anything. It just does more and more of the same stuff. It doesn't get faster or harder per se. So once you get used to it, it does become more of a game of attrition. And also just having to kind of view the world from a more broad perspective instead of a focused perspective. You're looking at kind of more of the entire fight instead of individual placement of an enemy or yourself. Doing this again. I do suggest always being in the center for that, because they come in at different speeds, and being in the center allows you to see which side they're coming in from. So there's two guys standing next to each other. We can get a lot of damage off there. Same thing with these kind of like spear dudes. And the last hit. Nothing fancy on that last hit. I didn't want to risk it. Okay. You gotta go talk to him. We gotta go talk to him. There we go. So lore-wise, I know I've been skipping a lot of the dialogue in a lot of my scenes. I am maintaining a lot of the dialogue now. The bishops basically are part of Grindea's worship and whatnot, but they are saying that because you defeated Zamla or Jamla in the past, then you are destined to defeat him in the present or the future. And that is the true final boss. It is part of the true final ending. So, now on to the third catalyst. Collecting all of the cards. Here we go. And some of these cards I got really lucky that they were nearby each other. Just kind of got lucky there. There's two cards. And so these are the last cards I needed after grinding it out. I didn't record all of it, but I did record some of it. One more card is all we need. Yep, there it is. So it's the snowball thrower versus the guy that hits you with a stick. So we'll reflect this and get a card from the elite. As a note for collecting cards, elites have a 10 times drop chance, as well as the bounty potion also grants some form of drop chance as well. Once we have all of the cards, you get an achievement. You get the card aura thing, cosmetic aura thing. Gotta go to Mount Bloom and to this room, and all the little candles will light up. And there we have it. We have the third and final catalyst, which will unlock the true final boss and some different dialogue when we beat up our dad. Again, thank you for watching. Hope it made your day a little bit better. Hope it made this game a little bit easier to understand. Like and subscribe, and see you around next time.